Hi and hello, welcome back to the vlog. I just got off work, a rather trying day to be honest, but I need to press forward anyhow and wash this hair. And guess what? You already know. I had to do it. They've released the hydrating conditioner, and what they did, which when I ordered it, if they have the travel size standalone available, they did not have that when I ordered mine. So what they did was they put it inside of the double cleanse kit. They originally had the option for the double cleanse kit. It was the scalp scrub, the moisturizing deep conditioner, and the hydrating shampoo. But since they released the hydrating conditioner, there's a second option for the double cleanse kit. And this one comes with the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub, the hydrating shampoo, and the hydrating conditioner. Because I really wanted to try it, I just was not trying to pay full price without knowing if it worked, you know? And that worked in my favor last time. I'm gonna stand beside my statement. That moisturizing deep conditioner is like very much so a hit or miss, mostly miss on my part, but I've seen it be a hit for other people, so your mileage may vary, all right? I did already crack this package open the second it got delivered, which was maybe like a couple of days ago. The hydrating conditioner, it smells just like the oil. And y'all know that oil is everything to me. I need them to stop playing and release that fragrance in a candle, okay? If you are listening, put it in a candle, girl. I would buy it. It's such a relaxing smell. So on top of that double cleanse kit, I also got the coveted moisture sealing lotion because period, I just wanted to try it. I really did. And I popped the top on this too. And it also smells like the oil. Like, I'm very excited to try these products today, and my scalp is sore because it just needs to be washed. And another thing I am trying today is the reconstructing treatment mask. 100%. This is the one that I was supposed to be giving away, but I have since spoken with said person and she was like, girl, if you don't use that conditioner. So I am curious to try this really because even though I like the rose treatment, the rose rice treatment, it's like, it be feeling like a production, okay? And I don't really have time for a production today. I just want to be able to like swipe some stuff through my hair, treat it and keep it moving. You know what? That smells like the oil too. Oh my gosh, my hair's gonna be smelling so good. The only thing out of these that does not smell like the oil is the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub. Yeah, because this one is just a little bit more minty, so I'm excited. Now, because I've already done like a full-on Cecred review with the products that I bought the first time, I'm not gonna do the whole setup and take y'all in the shower, but what I will do is I will save us, first of all, if the hot water lasts enough for me to get this reconstructing treatment in there, I will save a section to do outside of the shower so I can show y'all. And then I will also show y'all what else is new here. The hydrating conditioner. I will make sure to give you a texture shot of that and what it's like applying it to my hair. And I will also do a little demo on the moisture sealing lotion. All right, so this is what the texture of the reconstructing conditioner, well, treatment mask is like. It's way looser than the moisturizing conditioner. And also while I'm looking at it, there's like little gold flecks in here. And another thing, I know earlier I was saying that it smelled just like the oil, but it kind of doesn't. I think there may be notes that it shares with the oil and the hydrating shampoo, but I don't think it's a complete like, hey, just use the same fragrance in this product. And this is saying to leave it on for 20 minutes. And I feel like it took me at least 10 to put it on in the shower because I wasn't necessarily trying to detangle with this, but I was trying to get like the bigger tangles out because after I rinse this, I'm gonna go in with the hydrating conditioner. And I also just, you know, I don't want to be in the shower all day. It goes on pretty smooth. What does it feel like? I mean, I feel like it just feels like a regular styling product. Not a gel, but just like a styling cream. And I'm gonna put some extra on my edges here. So since it took me about like 10 minutes to put this in, I think what I'm gonna do is although it says 20 minutes max. Baby girl, like, are y'all accounting for the fact that we are putting this stuff in our head ourselves and don't have somebody doing it for us who's like super fast at it? So I'm gonna give myself maybe like 15 minutes up underneath the dryer on low heat. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see, this is what it looks like in my hair. Like, I honestly feel like this mask is absorbing into my hair, which I feel like is a good thing. You know what's wild? This conditioner says, let sit 1 minute and rinse well. I'm not gonna tell you how long this has been in my head. I'm not even gonna tell you, because I detangled the rest of the way with it in my hair while I was in the shower, and then I actually took a shower. So we're probably 30 minutes at this point. That is the consistency of the hydrating conditioner. It is really thin compared to, I would say it's actually thinner than the restorative treatment, but not by very much. And I did this test a couple of times in the shower with all my sections. I feel like this works better as a detangler when my hair is not soaking wet. When it was soaking wet, it just kind of felt like the conditioner was like evaporating into nothing, and I ended up having to use more of it. But it feels really good. It's not as slippery as I was hoping, but it's working. So it's working way better than the moisturizing conditioner. So I really don't feel like I have anything to actually complain about. So I was doing like 3-tier detangling this whole wash day. Like, for one, I was finger detangling while I had the hydrating shampoo in there. And then while I was raking through the restorative treatment, I was raking the product through like this while I was in the shower. And then when it came time to put in the hydrating conditioner, I did the same kind of raking motion with my fingers. And then I came back in with the, I forgot what you even call this brush, the unbrush. And I just did a little bit of additional detangling. And to be honest with you, it does work a little bit better while I was in the shower, because the mist from the shower kind of aided in detangling, but this isn't bad. And I barely lost anything. Barely lost a thing. And then I went back in with my Tangle Teaser to do the rest. And you see it's pretty much gliding through there at this point, which you will never, ever, ever hear me complain about. 100% I could have done a better job parting my sections off. So I know that, like, I'm not gonna be able to detangle root to tip, like, especially, like, look what I did. I didn't even care. Whether or not detangling would be like this nice if I were to just slap it on some hair that hadn't gone through like the 3-step detangling process, I don't know if that would work. Maybe I'll try it the next time I use this and just try it on like one little section in the back. And then if it doesn't work, all is not lost. But I literally cannot imagine going through that on my whole head without like doing a test section first, because that can go wrong real fast. I feel like when I first smelled it, it smelled a lot more like the oil. But now I feel like it smells more similar to the restorative treatment mask. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like smell everything again and see where I land on that, but it still smells good. I ain't mad at it. So that's all I got on that. I'm about to rinse my hair out because I've left this mask in way longer than I'm supposed to, and then move on to the moisture sealing lotion, which I think I can use. Oh, look at that. Apply sparingly on damp or dry hair. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to use this as a heat protectant, but I might do a little section in the back as a test just to see how it works out. So I'm pretty sure you're looking like, hey friend, wasn't you supposed to come back and like show us the moisture sealing lotion? Yeah, true, I was. And I actually decided against that because I went on the website to find out exactly how this is meant to be used. And on the back of it, it says apply sparingly on damp or dry hair. It does not specify whether or not this is okay to use as a heat protectant. However, the website does. It says that if you use this, follow it up with a heat protectant. And I'm just like, so basically you're saying that it's not a heat protectant on its own. So I just went ahead and just used my regular heat protectant. And now I'm just gonna give my hair a little bit of a light coating of the Moisture Seal lotion, just to add a little something, and then follow it up with some of the oil on my scalp. I do think I waited too long to wash my hair though, because my scalp is still a little bit tender. You live and you don't learn sometimes. How much are we gonna use? Let me see. Ooh, it's thick. Ooh. It's definitely giving lotion. Now this definitely smells like the oil. So I don't think I was anticipating it coming out so thick like that. So I'm just gonna, I'll use more when I style it, but I'm just looking for like a light little coat of something, because I just don't want to go to bed with naked hair. Gotta get them edges. We gonna sweep some on the ends. I thought it was gonna dry sticky. It's got a little bit of tack to it, but that could also be the leftover heat protectant on my hands. So I ain't gonna say that it is not greasy, but I also did not use a lot for this amount of hair on my head. So yeah, I do like the reconstructing treatment mask. I really do like this. I think it's a great product to use when you don't necessarily have the time and or capacity and or whatever for the full rice and rose ritual. I do feel like I lost less hair with this one than I did with the rice treatment. I could just be making it up. This is all the hair that I lost, and BBG, I am used to losing way more hair than that. So could be placebo effect, or it could be like, girl, here's a receipt, it's working right before your eyes. The hydrating conditioner, I like that as well. I'm curious to see how it performs without doing a protein treatment first, because I feel like whenever I do any of the Cecred protein treatments, whatever conditioner I use after that treatment doesn't necessarily apply and react the same as if I'm going in on a regular wash day. So I'll test that down the road. What else did I try? Oh, the moisture lotion. I mean, so far so good. I don't have any complaints. Like I said, I'll use it when I actually style my hair and see whether or not it leaves like a greasy film or anything, but so far I haven't felt anything. So I'm gonna leave y'all here. It is 10:30 p.m. and I am tired and I am hungry, and obviously I'm not cooking anything at 10:30, so it's giving Cap and Crunch. Tis time to braid my hair, and as you can see, I've made a purchase quite literally in the middle of the night last night. I was on Amazon and I saw this 3-way mirror, but mine arrived with a crack in it from here to here, so I've already got a replacement on the way, but I set this one up anyways just in case it came in handy. I've never used anything like that before. I remember in college, I did definitely used to braid my hair sitting on the floor, and I would have like a mirror in front of me and then one of those cheap full body mirrors behind me, and that tended to be helpful when it came to parting. But today, I'm just trying to do some cornrows. Whether or not I put a little jazz in it has yet to be determined, because this is all the hair that I have left. Well, no, I have some more of this Spectra hair, but in a different color. This is in, this looks like 1B33, but that's all I have. So I'm not really sure whether or not I'm gonna use that. I've pre-parted this side of my head, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 braids. So like it's gonna be this middle one that anchors it with 3 braids on each side. And this middle section is a little bit thickums, so that's why I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I'm gonna add hair. Oh, just had this idea, hold on. So back to what I was talking about. I'm going to do crisscross braids in the front in order to reduce the volume uncertain whether or not I'm gonna take the crisscross through the back as well. The purpose of me turning on the camera was not necessarily for y'all to sit and watch me braid my hair. It was to kind of sort of demo whether or not this moisture sealing lotion would be good for braiding, because I have realized I don't have any edge control. I don't have any, what is that, jam? I don't have none of that. So the only thing that I can braid my hair with is going to be this cream, or maybe I might use some of my Adwa leave-in, possibly, if this cream doesn't work out. That is what the first experiment is going to be. I really don't be slicking my edges down all that much anyway, so I'm not too pressed. But yeah, I need to move this, because when I braid my hair, I be all up in the mirror. All up in the mirror. Now, I will say I put some of that moisturizer in the day before yesterday, and not gonna lie, my hair is feeling kind of dry, but also I did a protein treatment, so it just may need more moisture than what I gave it anyways off top. So I'm just gonna take this much, and I'm gonna focus that really on the ends of my hair first, because I need those babies to like make it do what it do. Like that much, and then put it throughout the rest. And I guess I really do need to decide, because it's not all one color. Okay, hold on, let me pull a couple of these strands out. My arms are already hurting. This is why I don't be doing this right here, plus my arms be hurting. My hands are not greasy, even though I put in some of that moisture seal lotion. I do think that it's reverting my ends a little bit, which isn't a big deal. I'm just gonna have to be a little bit more conscious about detangling as I go while I'm braiding. I don't know if that helped anybody, but I think you can definitely use this for braiding purposes. I mean, it's not gonna provide any hold like whatsoever, but if you just want to make sure that your strands are moisturized and protected before you do braids or something like that, I think that will work. Now, I will say that my second test for this is going to be after I wash my hair again, and I'm not using a protein treatment, because I really do feel like both my conditioner and my stylers tend to absorb better the wash after the protein treatment. So that has still to be determined. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here, hold on. I can't even think, it's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna sit here and braid my hair. I may insert like some B-roll footage or whatever. Again, not trying to be too fancy, but I would like the front of my hair to be kind of cute. So we'll see what I come up with. My arms are on fire. Oh my gosh, my arms are on fire. I think the move is going to be doing the crisscross in the front and then carrying the braid down all the way in the back. So let me get that parted and finish the braid, and then I'll come back and do one more. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my fingers, just as like, to act kind of like lubricant for my hair and the braiding hair. Yeah, this mirror back here is not doing anything for me. I can't even see it while I'm standing in front of this mirror. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, this is what I'm working with, but so far I don't like this. The way this braid came out over here, I don't like it. So I think I'm about to snatch this braid out, do a crisscross braid here, and then do this one straight back. I definitely snatched out a couple more than one time, but I think I can live with this. It's not perfect by any means, okay? But I think it's gonna do the job. I only plan on keeping them in for like 2 weeks anyway. So to go through like a whole lot of effort for a 2-week hairstyle does not seem like a good use of my time. So with that being said, I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm hoping I can be done with this in like 1 more hour, because I've been in this bathroom entirely too long at this point. And a lot of the reason is just because of indecisiveness. Like, I wasn't really sure exactly what I wanted before I started my hair, which 100% is a mistake on my part. I should have had a better idea of what I actually wanted to do. So I'm gonna get the rest of this parted and then hopefully be able to just get through these, technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 braids within the next hour.
Alright guys, I had a delicious breakfast, got some work done. It's now 10:30.
Oh my gosh, I finally got these braids in here. After fighting and fighting and fighting, I finally got them in here. Let me put y'all down though so I can give y'all the rundown. Okay, so this is what the style is. It's like regular cornrow, crisscross, regular cornrow, crisscross. This is what the back is hidden on. I am looking in this mirror directly in front of me and I am seeing slightly crooked parts, like what is going on here. That's actually none of my business, because the only reason why I put these braids in my head was because when I jump in the ocean, I don't want to be worried about nothing, okay? I also think what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to, first of all, so I don't know if I'm going to dip the ends, because my hair basically comes to like, at least right here in the braids, and I'm just like, is it worth my time to just dip this little bit down here? I don't know, TBD. But like I was saying, the whole point of me putting these braids in my hair was because when I jump in the ocean, girl, I don't want to be worried about a single thing. I just want to be floating, okay? Floating. I want to stick my head in the sand. I want to fall asleep on the beach with my book. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I have absolutely no idea how long I've been in this bathroom. I do know that I feel like I have been here longer than absolutely necessary. And that is because I did not really have a plan when I walked up in here. Like, I knew I wanted to do cornrows, but for whatever reason, my spirit would not just let me throw some straight back set it offs in here. And I got caught up in trying to be cute, so I spent way more time in here than I needed to trying to figure out what I was doing and then trying to execute what I was trying to do. These do not look professional to me at all. And I want to say it's because I never braid my hair. I maybe braid my hair maybe once or twice a year, and it be showing sometimes. It be showing. So I'm gonna give you a close-up, but I'm letting you know right now, don't come for me for my parting, and don't come for me for like how clean the braids look, okay? There are some braids in here that I definitely like more than others, because I just think the execution was better on some of these. But also, I do wish that I had either some edge control or some shine and jam. And reason being is, I'm not gonna say final thoughts on this because there's still a couple of things that I wanna try with this to see what it do. But I use this on all of my hair. But what I was doing was using it section by section. So I would like part a section. Well, this side was pre-parted, so I had this side parted and I put it on my ends and then my roots. What I found though is, because I'm not a super fast braider, like your girl is quite simply out of practice, the product was drying down on my hair before I got my braid finished. And then for the ones that I snatched out and redid, I could feel the difference in my hair, that there was something on it that had already dried down. When I braid my hair, I like to have some kind of a product either on my hands or in my hair that provides lubrication for not only my hair to slide over my fingers, but for the braiding hair to slide over my fingers, because this hair, it is not moisturized, it's dry, it's Kanekalon, it's plastic, and I feel like for the amount of years that I've been braiding off and on, I just know that my hands will tear up and my fingers will start being sore if I'm not braiding with a product that provides that lubrication for the hair to slide through. So when you put this on, you gotta get to braiding, okay? Because the longer that you wait, it is gonna dry down and it's gonna create that friction. So what I ended up doing, probably like the second braid in, was I just started applying the product more closely to my roots. And then as I was braiding, I was dipping my hand in the product and just like carrying it through while I was braiding. And then when I got to the part where I was trying to like blend my hair with the braiding hair, I just put some on and then combed it through and kept braiding. And I know I don't have to necessarily take that step with Shine and Jam all the time. It really depends on the hold that you use, because I think on the purple one, I don't have to do, like, I can put it on a whole section and braid the whole thing. But on the yellow one, because I think it's a little bit of a stronger hold, I also got to be kind of like with the business and knowing what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I do think it's a good product, but again, if you're going to use this for braiding, you got to be, the flick of the wrist got to be there. So I'm going to try this again on damp hair on my next twist out. Whether or not I'm going to use this all over my head, I don't quite know yet, because I would like something to compare it to. So I may do like a half and half situation. That's neither here nor there, girl, because that wash day is at least 2 weeks out at this point. But at the end of the day, with all that being said, the braids are in, and the beauty supply store is not closed yet. So I think what I'm about to do is, first of all, find a bra to put on, find my purse, and hit the hair store to get some foam. And then I'm gonna foam my head and tie it down and see if that helps, because let me get up close. Y'all see all them flyaways? Y'all see how my edges and stuff is poking up? Like, I don't necessarily need them swooped and looped, but I just want the rest of my hair to lay down. Not sure if I already covered this, but undecided whether or not I'm gonna dip the ends, because my hair ends like right here. So like, I would just be dipping this, and it kind of seems like a waste of time. So what I might do is just style this in a low bun and call it a day. Thoughts about this mirror? I don't think I have any right now, because I tried to use it at first, like standing here. Like, I can see what my parts look like over here. And if I turn it this way, I can see what my parts look like. But because, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try this mirror again, because I think I was just trying to stand too close, not realizing that I could stand farther away if I just adjust the mirror. I do wish there was more lighting over here, so I may see if I can hang it on that side, but I don't really know what the frame on that mirror is like. Girl, I'm running my mouth, okay? What I'm saying is that I did not really get to use it today, and what I used it for was just hanging my little pieces of hair. So when the other one comes that's not broken, I'm just gonna wipe this one down and send it back to Amazon. But it was, you know, it was nice to be there just to hold my hair, I guess. All right, I think that's all I got on it for now. I'm gonna hit the hair store, mousse it down, and then if I can remember to come back and show y'all what it looks like after everything's been tied down and laid down and whatnot, I'll be back and show y'all. If not, girl, I'll stick a picture in the atmosphere right here. Bro, what? I ran into a little free library. I don't see anything in here that I would want to read though. That's really cool. So far, so bueno.
I love it. It's so beautiful. Basically, the harbor that leads right into the Atlantic